YUBI is a device which enables large-scale data collection for fine-grained robot manipulation. It's a lightweight gripper that mirrors the movements of your fingers and provides a scalable way to collect robot data. Our goal is to put YUBI in the hands of researchers and companies everywhere to advance data collection together. The design is fully open source, so anyone can get started right away.
The collected data serves as foundation for operating robots performing dexterous manipulation. It is stored in the format that can be used not just for a specific embodiment, but also across multiple robots with different kinematics. In fact, we have successfully deployed across different robots using the same deep data. As the amount of collected data grows, the land policy will acquire more advanced and dexterous capability. We look forward to advancing this development further with all of you.
A large amount of training data is essential for teaching robots to perform tasks. However, how to collect that data remains a major challenge. The current mainstream approach in robotic data collection is to teleoperate a real robot and record its movements. However, this requires a lot of robots, equipment, and maintenance, which is hard to scale up. Recently, a different approach is getting more attention, which is to collect data with a portable gripper without any robot involved. YUBI refines this method to enable dexterous tasks that require the use of both hands, such as assembly. Collecting data with a standalone gripper isn't a new idea. Early works used reacher grabbers, and later, a device called UMI further popularized this approach. One key issue with UMI is its trigger-style grip. The way you hold it doesn't naturally line up with how your fingers actually move, which makes fine, delicate manipulation difficult. YUBI rethinks this from the ground up. The movements of your thumb, index, and middle fingers map directly to the opening and closing of the gripper. You keep the natural feeling of pinching with your own hand while operating with far greater precision.
A major advantage of YUBI is its popularity. It requires almost no prior training and it can be handled instantly by anyone. Because it is lightweight and moves naturally. Even first time, users can operate it with virtually no practice. At Toyota, many researchers are already using it for data collection, and there is consideration for introducing it to manufacturing sites as well. It requires no specialized equipment or free environments, allowing data collection to be able. This is YUBI's most fertile advantage. YUBI is not a version of the shared product, but a gripper that anyone can build themselves. YUBI's main components can be 3D printed, bench keeps and manufacturing costs low. That is configuration, gear mechanisms, grips, observation cameras, and controllers is entirely straightforward. Because all the design data is open source, anyone can replicate the same device and immediately start development. No special procurement or expensive parts are required.
We have demonstrated the potential for expanding data collection using the YUBI system. We established a data collection site in Philippines that collects data 24/7. New tasks are assigned to each station every few days, accumulating the data that cover diverse skills, interactions, target object, and various application scenarios. We have organized this massive high-quality data and are defining it into a format ready for public use. For our next step, we aim to expand the data collection environment itself. Until now, the collection has mainly been on tabletop, but moving forward, we plan to deploy YUBI in the household environment to collect daily house data, like cooking or cleaning up. To achieve this, we are working to make the device smaller and lighter so that it can be easily carried around. The more diverse data collection environment becomes, the richer and more variable data will be.
A core achievement of YUBI is its ability to apply collected data from a single device directly to a robot. The process is simple. Simply swap the robot's end effector for a YUBI gripper. Once you load a model trained on YUBI data, the robot can start performing the task. Because the same gripper is used for both data collection and deployment, your data carries over directly into the robot's movements. And since the learned policy doesn't depend on the shape or mechanics of the arm, in principle, it can run on any robot. We've already applied the device across a diverse fleet: UR, Franca, Telexistence's G2, LE, and OO.
YUBI has open sourced everything, the hardware, software, and all its collected data. The Gripper design, operating software, and the large-scale dataset, anyone can access all of these. There is no need to build from scratch. You can take the reproducible path to implementing YUBI on your robots. The most important aspect of the YUBI initiative is collaboratively defining the tasks that are necessary for you. Let's collect data together. The data needed by someone is the data valuable to everyone. This is our perspective. By co-designing necessary tasks, advancing data collection together, the data will grow in depth and will become foundation for future large-scale model for robotic manipulation.
YUBI isn't a project for just one company. Our first step is to share the Gripper and start collecting data together. Ultimately, our goal is to work with everyone to figure out which tasks really matter and to gather that data as a team.
By implementing YUBI on your robot, deployment becomes possible from that very moment. And the collected data will turn into robotic foundation models. Join us in the paving way for the next data.